How's it going, guys? March of the Machines is finally here, and we are playing some brand new spicy brews today. Standard, of course. We are playing Abzan Legends. Now, you may have seen Esper Legends in the previous standard. Well, we're going to give the Abzan a try, mainly because of Thalia and the Gitrog monster. This is basically the reason why I want to play this deck. I really like this card. I really rate it. It is an absolute powerhouse, right? 4 mana, 4/4, first strike, death touch. We already know it can be a pain, you know, especially with that first strike and the death touch. And has a lot of text on it, right? You get ramp, you play additional lands. All your opponent's creatures and their non-basic lands come play tapped, which can be very punishing. And on top of that, when it attacks, you sacrifice a creature or land and you get to draw a card. So build-in card advantage, build-in ramp, great stats, and it really makes it awkward for, you know, opposing creature decks to really get blockers out, right? So really, really cool. And we're playing a bunch of new cards as well from March of the Machines. So let's get into it. We're playing Skrelv, great way to protect our creatures, you know, really good one-drop. We're playing Thalia to really tax our opponent. Stop them playing, you know, lightning strikes on 2 mana and stuff like that. So really, really cool. Then we're going to go for the throat, premium removal spell on the format. Then we're running 2 copies of Melira. I want to try this out. You know, good way to protect the creatures in this deck. But just a 2 mana 3/3 body is not too bad. Not too bad at all. We've got 2 copies of Loran, really good at destroying your regular Bankbusters and Fable of the Mirror Breakers. We've got 4 copies of Wedding Announcement, just a great enchantment. Get a bunch of creatures out. Card draw, really good. Then we've got Adeline, you know, big creature, generates more tokens. Now the tokens is key in this deck, and we'll get to that in a second. Then we've got 3 copies of Glissa, similar to, you know, Thalia, where it's really tough to block and, you know, try and attack into. First strike, death touch, really, really cool. So yeah, I do like this, and giving us some card draw as well is nice. Then we're running Elesh Norn, the brand new Elesh Norn. This is the reason why we're playing so many different tokens. We've got 3 copies of this. There's a 4 mana 3/5 with Vigilance. This card is just crazy. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to me or a permanent, they have to pay 1 mana. If they don't, they lose 2 life. Really, really punishing on that combat. Really cool. And then you can pay 3 mana, you sacrifice 3 other creatures, and then it transforms. And then when it transforms into this saga, it gets crazy. The game ends so quick, right? So you basically get 5 2/2s straight off the bat. Okay, you get 5 2/2s. Really cool. So you sacrifice 3, you get 5. Seems pretty good to me. Then the second one is creatures you control get +1/+1 and double strike. That there, unless they don't wipe the board, pretty much game over. You know, pretty much game over. If you've got a flipped Wedding Announcement, all of a sudden these little tokens are 4/4 double strikers. That's going to end the game super quick. And then finally, the third mode is you basically get to blow up all of your opponent's stuff, and all your guys just stick around pretty much. All your little frictions stick around. Super cool. And then it transforms back into Elesh Norn. You can do it all over again. So really, really cool. Then we got 1 copy of Pylon. I want to try this new removal spell out in this deck. You know, way to deal with planeswalkers and creatures. Spell's quite nice, and we got a load of token generating, so Convoke's quite useful. Of course, we're playing Sheoldred the Apocalypse. You know, still probably one of the best creatures in the format. Big body, life gain. Really awkward for your opponent to deal with if they left unchecked. We've already talked about Thalia and the Gitrog monster. And then to finish off, we got 3 copies of the new Sheoldred. Now, I really like this one. You're being able to make your opponent sacrifice a planeswalker or a non-token creature. And non-token is super key. It's a 4/5 menace, so difficult to block. And if the game goes long and your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, you can then transform it. And when you do, you destroy another creature or planeswalker your opponent controls. Then they discard 3 cards, and then you make them mill 3 cards. You now fill in their graveyard back up even more. On 3 is backbreaking. And then the third mode is you get all creatures from all graveyards and you put them into the battle under your control, and then you transform it back into Sheoldred. This card is just backbreaking, you know, really, really good in that really grindy long game if you do go long. Now, of course, we are playing best of 1, so there's going to be a ton of aggro decks running around, I expect. So let's take a look at the land. We're running 3 copies of Sea of the Empire. You're very similar land base to the Esper Legends, because we've got so many legends, we can play a lot of these ability lands. So we got the Sea of the Empire, great way to deal with creatures. 2 copies of the Abandoned Mire. We have 1 copy of Boseiju to deal with, you know, enchantments and artifacts. We've got 4 copies of the Plaza of Heroes, fix our mana, and make our stuff, you know, indestructible and have hexproof. And then just a bunch of dual lands to go alongside this deck. If you do want to give this deck a try, guys, deck list is in the description below. We're going to be playing 5 best of 1 games. Hopefully we don't get steamrolled by aggro left, right, and centre. Let's get into it. Okay, game number 1, we're on the play. Yeah, this is a pretty decent hand, right? I mean, we've not got anything until turn 3. That's the downside. Quite a clunky, slow hand. So if we're against an aggro, we might struggle. Okay, our opponent is not playing anything there. So green, white, interesting, interesting. Maybe we can play something that isn't a really fast Alligate aggro deck. Okay, Infect. That's, yeah, that's pretty much out the gate fast, right? Yeah, we did get removal. With the wedding announcement, get some chump blockers out there. I think Thalia is going to be pretty good in this matchup, just because it's got First Strike and Death Touch. Really good. All of my opponent's stuff's going to be coming into play tapped most of the time, and obviously, you know, this is a basic land, right? Yeah, we are going to... He's going to get thrown straight under that bus. And yeah, I think, depending on what opponent plays, next turn, Thalia. Hopefully draw a land, play another land. Skrelv's Hive. Oh, we got the Boseiju. I really want to destroy this. I really, really do, but I'm not going to. I know. We're going to get out Thalia. And the Gitrog monster. Big boy. And then we get a token as well. And then next turn, I think we might just go Adeline plus Skrelv. I think that'd be pretty good, right? We've got Pylon as well if we got some removal. Although right now, probably not worth it. All their stuff does come into play tapped. I mean, it's not that they can block anyway, the token. He's rumbling in. Probably got Tyvar's stand. Try and kill Thalia. I'm just going to take it. Yeah, I'm just going to take it. Because I'm going to be rumbling in. Skrelv. We did get a land. Okay, good. Good. Right, lands. I think Sheoldred here. Sheoldreds. Really start punishing them with Skrelv's Hive. Makes it really tough. We'll get Skrelv out as well. Makes it even more difficult. I'm going to attack. I'm going to sacrifice a land. Get rid of the Boseiju. Did draw cards. We drew a land. Getting in for 4. Do I want to play this land? Yeah, why not? Keep up Pylon. Because we can cast that for 1 mana. Right, now we're putting on the pressure. Everything's coming to play tapped. They can't get any blockers out to stop, you know, Sheoldred coming in, Thalia coming in. We've got a different variety of blockers. Harder for their Skrelv to allow them to get stuff in. They're losing 3 life a turn. Just from Sheoldred being in play. And with that Skrelv's Hive. They really need to get 1 more poison in so they can have lifelink. But I'm just not going to let that happen, right? Past the blockers, yep. Get him in there. Rumbling in. My opponent could, you know, play a spell that gives it trample. Is a possibility. Tyvar's stand. Sure. Okay. I mean, they could just... Yeah, I mean, they're just dead, right? Definitely when we play this Adeline. Yeah, nice. As I'll say, they got no blockers. Thalia was an absolute powerhouse there. We'll take that. Okay, right, game number 2, on the draw. Open in hand. It is quite slow. I think I'm going to have to take. Hope it's not mono red, because it's just too slow. Sheoldred is really good in grindy matchups. No point playing Skrelv just the... Yeah. Breaking a Bang Buster. Okay, so we got... Ooh. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. A little target for us there. Looks like mono white. Sheoldred's pretty good. We might be okay. We might be okay. Sure. Don't mind you taking that, because I'm going to blow up your Bankbuster. Can't have nice things. Mr. Opponent. Elesh Norn was a really good draw as well. Good threat, right? Oh, another Bankbuster. Plaza of Heroes. That's a nice draw. I think we'll just get Adeline out there. Rumble in the red zone. Get that damage going. Yep. Bang. If they play like... This is the thing, right? If they play Wandering Emperor, or if they play... You know, a Planeswalker or a big creature, Sheoldred's like, nah, not today. Not today. And the fact it's non-token as well is very relevant. Very, very relevant. We got pressure on the table. Like, I don't need to commit anything else. But that's fine. We don't need to draw any cards. We've got everything we need right here. We play Elesh Norn next turn. Yep. Ooh. Play the lands. Yeah, probably. Let's just rumble him. See what my opponent does, they just take it. Big oof. Ow. Do I play this Sheoldred? I don't think I do, right? Yeah, let's just play it. If they... Next turn, well, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn go Lamb, farewell. Is what it is. Is what it is. We got good follow-ups anyway. We have land, farewell. We could play Elesh Norn. Seems okay. Seems okay. Yep. If it's Eternal Wanderer... Oh, good. That was the one I wanted. That was the one I wanted my opponent to play. They're going to let me have a 1-1. Please sacrifice your Eternal Wanderer. Thank you. We'll rumble in. Do I want to play a land here? Yeah. Yeah, I do want to play a land. Could have drawn a card, but there it goes. My opponent has only got 2 cards. Oh, another one. Okay. They can do the minus again. Sure. I'll finish this here and now. No, that is annoying. Super annoying. Back to back. Eternal Wanderers. Yeah, that'll do it. And I'm just drawing land now. Okay. We'll probably get rid of the restoration. Yeah. Want to offer up the trade. Perfect. Play lands. We've only got 3 cards in their graveyard, so Sheoldred ain't flipping anytime soon. It started off really good, but that back-to-back Eternal Wanderer... I think it's done it. It's done it. I brought backup. You can deal with one. Can't deal with back-to-back, though. Yeah, Plaza of Heroes doesn't save any of my creatures anyway, mainly because of a sacrifice ability. I'm expecting a I'll say I'm expecting a Wandering Emperor. I was expecting a Wandering Emperor.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
I'm going to attack. Wandering Emperor. I've got Menace. Sure.
We've got the edge in this fight.
There we go. Nice.
Try not to miss me.
We'll get Elesh Norn out there. They could play Wandering Emperor again and kill the Sheoldred. But we'll get Elesh Norn out. Draw 2. Yeah, it's annoying. I don't think my opponent's playing any new cards. They're like, look, I know Mono White's so good. Probably still one of the best decks. So. It's pretty tough.
Keep your eyes sharp.
Pretty tough. Wow.
This
3
ends
Eternal
today.
Wanderers.
You live because I allow it.
Okay. I don't think I've ever played against a deck that has 3 Eternal Wanderers. Ever. Also, yeah, I think we're going to concede. Also trying to think how this deck ever beats Mono Red. Okay, right, game number 3. We're on the play. Yeah, this is a pretty decent hand, actually. We've got 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. I'll ask for a better curve than that, really. Nah, pretty good. Pretty good. Blue. Omen Hawker. Play the C. Play Melira. Playing a 2-man 3/3. You know, beat stick. Blue black. Interesting. We're just gonna rumble in. Double wedding announcement, which is gonna be pretty good if we are playing against maybe some sort of deck. Counterspell. Make disappear. Negate. Okay. Didn't know that was gonna happen one way or another. I've got a second one anyway. Add 1 colourless, 1 blue. Spend this only to activate abilities. Okay, we got another one. Sheoldred's Edict. Okay. Unfortunately, we could technically play our 4 drops. I'm just gonna play Wedding Announcement. And pass. We'll pass. Get that down, start making token. Sheoldred. Yeah. Another Melira. I'm going to attack. I'm going to see if my opponent is foolish. Lock. Fine, it's fine. Okay, we're going to Melira out. Yep. You know, do another land. We've got a lot of land in this deck, like 26, 27, so we have a lot of lands. The chance of drawing land is high. I mean, it all depends on what my opponent keeps doing. Invasion of Amonkhet. When it enters the battlefield, each player mills 3 cards and each opponent discards a card and you draw a card. That seems actually decent. Watching mill land. Okay, 1 land. Discard a card. And then when this transforms, it's a 4/4. Enters the battlefield, copies as a creature card in a graveyard. 4/4. Yeah. We'll just go rid of it. And I will block. Because I don't want them flipping the at me. Yeah, I'll still block. Yeah, still block. Land, please. On time. Okay, right. Land. What chances my opponent's will count? Probably quite high. I think Thalia is probably the best one to go with first. And then I will rumble in, I think. I have 3 blockers. Yeah, let's just get him. Everything's gonna get buffed anyway. Yeah, 5. 2/2/2. That'll be a 4/4. Which is quite nice. Okay, go for the throat Thalia. Heck Thalia. That's probably wise. Cool. What Melira's for? Melira's here to protect my guys. Okay, I will discard this now. Cool. It's a oh man, bummer. I'll say this deck is my opponent's going ham. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to block. I need a removal for this Sheoldred. I need to draw. I need a pylon or a go for the throw. Yeah. Get my Sheoldred out. You'll probably find that my opponent has a way to kill it. Because my opponent's seen a lot of removal. Go for throw. Sheoldred's edicts. Yeah, a lot of removal. Okay, I would assume they got another Sheoldred. Surely. No? Okay, well, we got a Thalia. Get that out. And I'll pass. Yep. Ooh, that was a good little draw there. Counter it. I'm just gonna pass. Can't really afford to attack. Play Adeline next turn. Then I'll attack. Also. No more removal. I just want to keep hitting creatures after creatures after creatures. I just don't want my opponent to flip these. Removal central, apparently. Elesh Norn. Ooh. Ooh. Good draw. That was a really good one. Could play Adeline. Well, could play. We are going to play Adeline. I'm going to get him with Elesh Norn. Get a 2/2 token, which they probably would block. Okay, now things are looking okay. I just run out card draw. They go triple block. Elesh Norn. I'm just going to pay the one, right? You have that blast zone. Are they going to do it on 3 or 4? If they do it on 3, they'll lose their sieges. They went up to 4. Okay, deal with the Elesh Norn. That makes sense. That makes sense. Still have the Adeline though, which is a big creature. Yep. Well then, that is awkward. Wow, my opponent, mate, I tell you, you've drawn incredible this game. And you managed to flip Sheoldred. Yeah, I'm going to consider. Yeah, I mean, my opponent. Fair play. Absolutely dominated. Just removal after removal after removal. Okay, we're on the play. Game number 4. I'll keep. This is slow. Nothing till turn 3. But I will keep. Okay, probably mono black. It'd be my guess. Okay, mono black. Yeah, we need the white mana. We're a good curve though. A good curve. We've got 3 of them 4, and that's basically it. No. One block there. Okay, friction flesh gorger. Another wedding announcement. That's actually funny. Yeah, we'll play this. We'll play Elesh Norn. We'll pass. It can eat or go for the throat. Go for the throat. Interesting. Gonna take some damage. No, they're gonna. Yeah, we'll play this. We'll play this. And wait. Cool. And we can make a bunch of tokens. Boom. Boom. Rumble in with the squad. I mean, how much is it going to take? What? Taking like a lot. There we go. I mean, they could have played a removal spell there, but I'll just draw cards. Mire, sure. I mean, lots of damage. We're going to come swinging in next turn. Friction Obliterator. That is not going to be enough. I mean, these tokens, they're swinging in as 4/4 double strike next turn. Ooh. I mean, Gig's Command doesn't do it. Thalia, tax them. Tax them good. Game number 5, we're on the play. This is a decent hand. Although Thalia does tax my stuff, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh, mono red. Okay, we're waiting for mono red. We hadn't yet played against it. I had that on turn 1. Get Thalia out. Good against them. Tax their stuff. Okay, that's a good 2-drop that. I do rate that as a 2-drop. Another Thalia for good measure. Still can't play this, so... yeah, I'm just going to go through this guy. He's a big guy. I don't have to deal with that. Sure. Opponent stuck on mana. Probably... don't I want to play that? Probably... yeah, we'll just get it down as a blocker. Nope. This, yeah, could deal some damage. Okay, they're stuck on land. We're going to play Adeline. I'm just going to pass. Keep up blockers. Thalia is taxing them like crazy. Okay, now they found their 3rd land. Now we're going to see a lightning strike. Okay. That's what we wanted to see. But guess what? We're going to play another one. We'll play another one. And a land. Perfect. Skrelv. Okay, Thalia. Adeline can come swinging in now. Yep. And pass. We hit a land. Next turn we can Sheoldred. If not, wedding announcement. They really want to get rid of this. This Thalia has been the bane of my opponent's life. Sure. Okay. Good on the land there, but... wedding announcement's good. 4. Damage in. Another token. Okay, we're no longer taxing my opponent. Invasion of Regathar deals 4 damage to me, basically, and 1 damage to target creature. Probably the Skrelv. One would assume. Yep. Seems good to me. Okay. Oh, okay, well, we drew another one anyway. Maybe I should be drawing cards with this. I'm not too sure. I don't want to give my opponent that many cards. Yeah. Not really. Opponent is on 6 though. Deal 5 damage to our creature. In that case, I'm probably going to draw a card off this. Because if I hit a land, it's pretty game. Yep. Yeah, we could play draw a card. Removal. Probably on this. And we did hit that land. Perfect. Sacrifice creature, please. There we go. That will do it. Alright, so we went 3 and 2 with the deck. Not too bad. I actually beat mono red, which I was quite surprised at. Thalia really did tax them. So, some really good matchups. This deck, you know, you can tweak it with a load of stuff. Now, there's a few games where we did kind of stumble and struggle a bit on mana, which is kind of weird because we are playing a lot of lands in this list. If we had to do any changes, I would probably drop one of the copies of the big Sheoldred, the 5 mana one. And I would probably play maybe a 4th copy of Go for the Throat. Just a way to just deal with a couple of creatures here and there, I think would be actually pretty decent and would help the deck out a little bit more. You know, we already got that big top end. You know, Thalia's quite a big top end. Normal Sheoldred's quite a big top end. So I kind of feel like if we drop one of the new Sheoldreds and maybe we play maybe a 4th Go for the Throat, I think that would be, you know, probably fine. Maybe even a 4th Thalia, because Thalia did really well in a lot of those matchups. So you can play around with this deck. There are a bunch of different legends that you could just throw in here to really help the deck as well. Like if you really wanted to, you could put Wandering Emperor in here to help the deck out if you want to have some more token generation, some more removal. The new Elspeth is another card you could put in here. Again, they're all fine over that 4 mana slot, which can be quite tricky. You know, you could also play Io. That's another good 5-drop, is 5 mana. So yeah, you can play around with this deck, but I do rate Thalia. As we've seen in those games, Thalia was really good. Elesh Norn though, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Definitely going to try out some more decks with these cards in it. So if you made this far to the video, guys, and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and make sure to subscribe for more Magic content. We're releasing a ton of new decks coming out, especially with this new set, or standard and other formats as well. So make sure you stay tuned for them, because we're going to try and see if we can break the format with some crazy brews. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.